Welcome to the table, pull up a seat. Two voices in the spotlight where the heart and the headlines meet. The world's got noise, but we move with grace, led by the spirit, never flesh, never ego in the place. We talk about the nations, the storms and the shine, the things on your screen and the things on your mind. But we check our hearts first, cause the truth don't bend. Let the spirit take the mic, let the wisdom descend. We're just two little Muppets with a God-given view, seeing through the chaos cause the light cuts through. When the world gets loud and the tensions rise, we stay spirit-led, not flesh advised. Hold up, what's the top? Does it line up right? If the flesh tries talking, the spirit fight. Stay grounded in truth, keep faith in the lead, cause walking in the spirit is everything we need. So welcome to the table, conversation in flight, where the spirit got the words and the Muppets shine bright. Yeah, a world full of noise, but we choose inside, led by the spirit every talk, every night.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Okay, how are you?
Oh, all right. Just get done eating.
You what?
So I could just got done eating.
Oh, you just got done. Okay. That's good.
I got so much crap.
Oh, good.
Oh, I did that, man.
Well, I can't hear you.
Can't hear me?
You're far. You sound far away.
Hello?
That's much better.
Oh, yeah. No, I said, how's your day, man?
Good. How's your day?
You said it's what? You said, how was your day?
How was your day?
Oh, it's okay.
Yes, I said, how was your?
I said, it's okay.
I heard. Okay.
What's on the docket today? What's
Okay, what's on the agenda?
yeah.
Well, oh yeah, I should say welcome anyone who will be joining us live or who will watch the replay. Today we are going to take a look at this young man by the name of Gabe. I think his name is Toirot. Have you ever heard of him? Slave of Christ?
No. I don't know none of these people.
No.
I mean, well, I don't say I know none of them. Some
I know, but yeah. Well, I'll just read a little bit about who he is. Gabe Toirot, he's a YouTuber, right? He has over, oh my goodness, he has over 2 million subscribers. It says he's a speaker. He is an author because he just came out with a book recently in this month. Well, we'll get to that. And he's an evangelist. It says his mission is to introduce everyone to Jesus Christ and preach the truth that will set the captives free. Okay, that's what it says on his ministry page. Now, in 2021, this is what it says on there. Gabe was in a life-ending accident. I think if it was life-ending, he wouldn't be alive today, right?
I don't know.
Okay, but it says
I don't know about getting picked up to the. Okay.
What'd you say?
Oh no, go ahead. Say he was in a life-ending accident.
No, I'm saying if you word something that says someone was in a life-ending accident, that means your life ended, right?
Yeah, that's what they.
But
That's
he's
what they were saying.
still alive, so I think they worded that incorrect. It says Gabe was in a life-ending accident that left his skull cracked in half, and a diagnosis that doubted whether or not he would ever come back to life. after being sent back to his body and miraculously waking up from an 18-day coma. He wasn't dead, he was in a coma. He went on to fully recover and live to tell the story. His encounter with Christ forever marked his life, and the truth he witnessed concerning the spiritual realm and answered prayer has ministered to millions across the globe. To watch his full near death experience testimony and subscribe to his YouTube channel, you could click on the link below. Okay, but we're not doing all that.
Okay.
Okay, so we were going to he was on the Sid Roth show. Do you know who Sid Roth is?
I heard about him. I've heard of him. Usually have
Okay.
people in there talking
Well,
about
yeah, well,
supernatural or something like that. Like
yeah.
supernatural.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was a call. It's naturally supernatural. Yeah. Well, Gabe Perot. Okay, cool. Gabe Perot has been on um, numerous YouTube channels or news or other people's channels sharing his so-called trip to heaven.
Does this happen recently or is
And
he this
so,
is old?
well, no, this happened. Well, his interviews happened recently, like within the past months. His book just came out this month, I believe, of this year.
What's the
But
reason
his
his
near
interviews
death
are picking
or
up
his
now?
accident,
Can you hear me? Hello?
I guess, yes, I hear you.
Oh no, I was
I
saying
can
what's
hear
the
you.
reason that it's picking was he getting so he's getting more interviews now because that's like was his accident recent or something or he just came back?
I guess his accident was in 2021,
Oh,
but his book was just published this month, so
okay.
that's probably why.
Oh, I got you. Yeah,
Yeah.
market his book.
And so, yeah. And so, yeah, like I said, he's been on numerous platforms sharing his testimony.
Okay.
So, um, I will. Okay, so we will take a look at Sid Roth. Going, you okay? Uh,
What?
but before I do that, I have to put my copyright disclaimer off. Okay, so here we go to the video where he says, I died and saw heaven.
This is on
It's
Sid
not
Roth
what you
show?
think.
Is it like a delay or something?
Yes. No. It's a delay on
It
your
sound like
end.
yeah, it sounds like you're responding later. I guess you can't or you're not hearing me. I guess my microphone's not loud.
Oh, no, I hear you perfect. I am responding as soon as once you say
Oh, I think
something,
I'm
then
hearing like
I
wait,
respond back to you.
hit mute on your side.
Hit me. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me go back.
Oh, okay. Like I'm hearing like background noise. It's like a static noise. I don't know. That's just the air probably. That's why I was wondering if you was hearing me or not.
Oh, you can hear that?
Yeah, I can hear
That's
that.
so weird. Okay, hold on a second. Oh, wow, it's the fan. It's hot. Okay, hold on a second.
Oh, okay. Well, you just mute the mic. You don't have to have it open the whole time. Oh,
Okay, that's better, right?
yeah. So far, yeah.
I mean, does it sound like there's a delay?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right, so here we go. And of course, I'm going to have to stop it, quite often. So here we go.
Welcome, Holy Spirit. Go and flow. My guest,
Okay, yeah, what's that? I'm sorry.
Gabe Toirot, was raised in a Christian home, but he was not, please get this now, he was not an experiential Christian. 4 years ago, he had a horrific accident. Gabe, what happened?
Yeah, well, thanks for having me, Sid. I was just on an ordinary night with my friends who were on a wheel, and I had an electric skateboard, and I wanted to race my buddy. We would race cars even at times.
I've never been on an electric skateboard, but it can actually go as fast as a car?
Oh, it can go just as fast as a car, yes, with no speed limit, of course. And helmets are for, the crazies. I don't need a helmet at the time.
Of course.
Of course not. So I look at my friend, I say, let's race. There's a smile that erupts on my face. There's nothing that could go wrong in my life, Sid, nothing at all. And we had just been around to the little pond, and we're hooking back. And there's a curve in the middle of the road. I remember being right behind him, Sid, and there's this little light bump in that middle of the road, and my skateboard hooked left, and as I was just going right around that curve, I flipped off my skateboard at about 30 miles per hour, and I backflipped and landed directly.
You didn't see the bump. It caught you by
surprise.
not.
Yes. I saw myself, and literally I flipped off the board and landed directly on my head. Now, this was right before my 21st birthday.
Was this on concrete?
Oh, direct concrete. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. So just imagine your head flying at a 30 miles per hour velocity directly into the concrete. And of course, this was right before my 21st birthday, so much for a party, And so I immediately, as soon as my skull hit that pavement, from the top of my head down to the bottom of my neck, my skull was cracked in half. Blood flooded my lungs. I immediately left my body. I immediately died right then and there, lost breath. My body went rigid. I looked at my friend as he held my body in his arms.
You were like a little above him?
Not just a little bit. It was so interesting. I ascended above and above, and it was. I would describe it, at first, it was 10 or 15 feet above, but I wasn't just above him. I was finally seeing this world for what it truly is. And I was finally seeing me for who I truly was, Sid. I wasn't just a body, because I was looking at my body. Who I really was a spirit. I had just left my body like a glove.
Now, what did your friend know you were dead? Was he rushing for call 911 or something?
Well, at first, when he heard the accident, he thought I was pranking him or something. Because literally, I was lifeless there on the road, and he's like, "There's no way this can be real." And as he walks up close to me, he realizes that my body is just, when it does that, it becomes rigid. Without moving, and he realizes how severe the accident is, and he starts praying. He just holds my lifeless body in his arms. He calls the ambulance. He says, "Gabe, I pray you will live and not die. You will live and not die." He's praying these words out loud.
Now, are you able to hear that, or he told you later?
I don't know. I saw it. I heard it, and I saw it. His words, and we'll get into this later here on this episode. I'll talk about.
I thought he said he don't know, but he heard it and he saw it. I don't understand that.
What else Jesus showed me, but his words were literally their own structures on this earth. They became building blocks that actually Jesus showed me more revelations of later in my encounter.
Okay, so your spirit left your body.
Yes.
Tell me that process.
Absolutely. Well, so as my spirit left my body, I recognize as terrible of a situation it seemed on the earth, I had no fear, Sid. And everyone always is scared of dying, and they're so afraid of what that moment could look like.
It's unknown.
It's completely unknown. But Sid, truthfully, who I really was, and I knew the Lord before this. I knew him as my Savior. Who I really was never died, Sid. My spirit never died. My body was, but my spirit was just alive as it was for as if it has ever been. It was more alive than ever before. And so I literally was just suctioned up into this tunnel. In this tunnel, as I'm traveling up in the tunnel, two things happened. I knew that I was going to return to my body at some point. I just knew. And I knew what the doctors were saying. They were talking about me in past tense. They called in my parents from Virginia, the whole 9 yards. But I was just suctioned up into this light. And as I'm being suctioned up into this tunnel, all the darkness of this world is just melting off of me. It's literally just sliding right off of me.
How old are you at this point?
I'm 20 years old.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And as I'm being just suctioned up into this light, it's not just a place I'm traveling to. This is a person I have an appointment with. I know I'm not just about to go to heaven. I know I'm about to be with heaven himself. It wasn't just a location, Sid. And a great trembling, a great respect starts in my soul.
So what do you think of that?
I mean, he's sharing his account of what happened. I guess I don't understand. Like, what did he say? He or something? He said he. What did he say? He said heaven.
Yeah, that's what I was asking you about.
Yeah,
He said he wasn't just about to go to. He was about to meet heaven. He's saying that Jesus is heaven.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I mean, I know. Yeah, I mean, I can't. But yeah, as far as everything else, though, I can't really say he didn't experience that. What is when he's saying these things? Is he teaching that now, or like he just sharing his experience and like?
Yes,
he's in heaven's a he.
No, he's going from on different. He's going on different platforms. Well,
your audio's cutting out.
In his on his ministry, yours was too. It was still cutting out.
No, yours is cutting out. I don't know what. Oh, go ahead.
No, that's why I said, am I still cutting out?
Oh no, not now.
I don't. Okay, I'm like, there's nothing wrong, and this is weird. But he's gonna say a whole lot more. Anyway, let me just go back to the video. He's gonna say a lot more, and yeah.
And there's still no fear.
Yeah, the video's pausing that you're sharing.
No, not an ounce. Like,
okay,
there's no to whom I'm about to be with. There's a holiness, but there's not an ounce of
You want me
fear.
to
I knew it was
pause
all
it,
taken
Lisa?
care of. I knew it was all going to be okay. I had zero worry at all. A lot of things that I thought I would take with me to heaven didn't come with me. You know, all the accolades and the achievements and the reputation and all of these things of this earth were nothing. This life review showed me so many things I worked for.
What was the life review?
It was my moment. My entire life played before me in a flash, in a moment's time. It played before me. And I saw how Jesus was with me in every single moment, even the mistakes I made, Sid, even my worst hypocrisy, my lying, my just addictions to things that were just horrendous. I saw how actually Jesus never left my side. And he was sewing it all together for my good because his arm was right next to me throughout the entire time, Sid. And he used people. I saw different times where people would come up to me and share with me a word of encouragement. I saw how it was Jesus with them. And he was with me in every moment of my life, Sid, even when I thought I could get away.
And now, what did you mean when you said you experienced a tiny fraction of what love had done for you and how little your accomplishments and possessions truly mattered? Explain that.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know, we live this life and we really just think that we have everything because of our own ability. We really just come to this conclusion that it must just be us. And we do not recognize every day we have on this earth is a gift from God. The fact we're still breathing is a grace. I speak to the viewer right now. There's so much more hope for your day than you recognize. You are not too old. You are not too young. You have today. And this is what I started to understand. Like my timeline shifted. And I all of a sudden realized that I had more hope that because of him, not because of my own abilities. And I wasn't limited to myself anymore, but it was his hand on my life, that made me. He thought of me before my mother's womb. He thought of me before the entire universe was made, Sid. He thought of me.
Kind of mind-blowing, isn't it?
Mind blowing.
So he said, Jesus thought of him. Just him.
What did he say? Wait, he said what? I didn't pick that up. What he said? He said that.
Okay.
He said, "Yeah, Ronnie, what did he say?
I'll go
Yeah,
back
the
a
point
little
you're talking
bit.
about."
And how little your accomplishments
sorry.
and experienced a tiny fraction.
You have today. And this is what I started to understand. Like my timeline shifted, and I all of a sudden realized that I had more hope that because of him, not because of my own abilities. And I wasn't limited to myself anymore, but it was his hand on my life that made me. He thought of me before my mother's womb. He thought of me before the entire universe was made, Sid. He thought of me.
Kind of mind-blowing, isn't it?
Mind-blowing. In fact, he didn't just think of me. I quickly came to understand he has the ability, as populated as this earth is and as many sons and daughters as he does have, Sid, he's only thought about me. I've been his favorite the entire time. And that may be super unpopular to say, but I don't really care because I realized he so loves me. He's so...
I don't have no really issue. I don't really have no... I understand what he's saying. I don't think he's saying like me and no one else. I think he's just speaking of his personal account and how he views Christ, how God sees him. Like when he said for me, I guess he was trying to form me in my mother's womb. You know, that verse. Anybody can say that. Anybody will say that. Because I don't really take it as him talking about he just thought about him and no one else. I didn't take it as that, what he was trying to say. I'm pretty sure he wouldn't say that. Even if you asked him, like, was he just talking about you? No, I know what he said. I'm talking about like the context and trying to.
But he just even said, okay, I'm going to play it again. I'll play a little bit.
No, I understood what he said. I heard what he said. I just don't agree that I don't think he's speaking of as far as a context of me and no one else on the world. I think he's just speaking personally how he understands God and how he views him. Not that God doesn't view anyone else the same way. Because he, you know. But I mean, that's just what he's saying. I don't take it as unless I could further tell him to explain what you meant by that. I mean,
but that's the thing too. He went on Justin Peters' channel, and Justin Peters and a friend of his, I think, is Jim Osmond. They both were, questioning him about this because, of course, they're telling him because this young man is saying all these things that are unbiblical. And every time they would bring up certain things, he goes, "Oh, but that's not what I meant to say." Every time
they was able to question him like one-on-one?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'd be interested in like if that's what happened though. Okay. Because that's what I would do. Yeah. Yeah, I would do like if they's able to. That's what I'm about to say. If I could talk to him and further like explain, clarify what you meant by that, so.
But that's what but when they did speak to him and they brought up these things that he said and they went back to, he would always come back with, "That's not what I meant to say. That's not what I meant to say. That's not what I meant to say. Hear my heart. Hear my heart." But it's like,
so did he explain it?
He didn't really explain it. No, it was a bunch of word salad because every single thing they came back to him to say, "This is what you said, such and such, blah, blah, blah. This is what you said. This is what you said." And every time they said that, to every point, every time he would say, "That's not what I meant to say." It's either
explain it?
Yeah, they explained it. Did he explain it? He kind of went like, and I told you, he was speaking a lot of word salad after they would tell him, "But this is what you said. And then here is what scripture says. And this is what you came back and said." And he would always keep saying, "But that's not what I meant to say. Please hear my heart." Everything was "hear my heart, hear my heart."
Oh, but I don't, well, I can't.
But I'm going to play a little bit of Justin Peters. Not him and Jim Osmond, but Justin Peters also did 2 videos where he is pointing out to you directly so many times that Gabe has lied about things.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let's go back to this.
Focused on me. It almost just amazed me.
And yet, that is the same way he is on every human he
Yes,
made.
yes.
That's to me, it's mind-blowing what you said. But every human?
Everyone, yes. And we can't understand that because we're limited, we're limited as humans, but he has the ability to be with you. And so as I'm suctioned up in this light, this is what I'm recognizing. As populated as heaven was, and as many things are going on in this throne room, this city, I was suctioned up and I was brought into this city, the center of the city. According, Revelations mentions this city. I was brought into the center, and then there's the throne room, and it's surrounded by glory, and there's creatures flying all
The video's pausing.
around, and I'm know it all.
Like choppy.
Like one name that I was so focused on at this moment. Like there's only one person that mattered before, during, and after, forever, for the rest of my life, and I'm right before him.
Tell me.
Oh, sorry about that. You wanted to say something?
No, I said your video was real choppy when it was playing. Does it look choppy on your end? Or...
Yeah,
so
I don't know what's going on today. Yeah, I could see it buffers and it goes out, and I don't know what's going on today.
About what you saw when you were before Jesus.
As I'm standing there, Sid, there's such a holy reverence for this place. I was greatly concerned that it was over for me, that he was going to pull out the list of all the mistakes I made. I remember, early in my life, I had been.
Okay, in the beginning, he said he had no fear, right? When he was going to heaven, he had no fear. All the darkness was, like washed away from him. Now he's saying, he was afraid that he wasn't going to make it.
I mean, I don't know. I think it's part. Well, I can't reach. Well, let me say this. I can't refute that he experienced them because that's what he's saying. I don't go by what he's saying. I wasn't there. I guess all you can kind of line it up is what scripture and he speaks of anything like that happening.
Right.
Then if it's silent on it, if it's just silent on it, then I'm just going by what this person is saying. Mm-hmm. So it could possibly maybe he experienced it. I don't know, but also I think it comes when you start
making up stuff.
Well, yeah, that, and then I think like you kind of your whole ministry is you dying and coming back. I don't understand what I don't know.
I don't believe that's how. Well, I don't believe that's how his ministry started. I'm not sure. But now all of a sudden, his YouTube channel says that he wants to point people to Christ and the cross, and he'll talk about end time prophecies and encounters and this and that. But a couple of videos that I saw people doing response videos to with him, he's talking about things that are basically he's not giving true prophecies. But anyway, let's go back to the video. I like I said, I paused it only because he said one thing in the beginning about not being afraid. Now he's afraid that he's not going to make it there.
No.
And such a liar. I'd been addicted to all these horrible pornography things and lust, and I'd been doing drugs, and I'd been playing both sides, and I'd been just a complete hypocrite in my life. And I was so concerned that I was done. I mean,
you'd be exposed.
I'd be exposed. Yeah, there's no hiding. Here I am, though. Here's what happened, Sid. As this fear is like deep within my soul, all of a sudden, Sid, he picks up my face. He picks up my head, and he shows me his wounds. He says, Gabriel, the price is paid. Why are you concerned about that which does not exist? Sid.
Wow. You could think about that for all eternity.
Literally. And he didn't speak to me in audible words. It was spirit to spirit. It wasn't just audible. It was right into the core of my heart. I felt like a soldier.
Okay, he just said he didn't speak to him audibly. It was spirit to spirit, but then it was audible. Like, what?
It probably hurt it in his. I think he's saying it hurt it in his mind, like you.
Yeah, but then you can't say it's audible, because if it's audible, you hear it in your ear. He says it's not audible. It's spirit to spirit, but then it's audible.
Free falling from a helicopter into a liquid ocean of love that had no bottom to it.
Now, what's a liquid ocean of love? You know, you'll hear a lot of people in NAR talk about liquid love. I don't know what that is. Huh?
Give me more description of Jesus.
He was nothing like I had been presented on this earth.
Really?
He was the opposite of the picture that religion will put on him on this earth. He was, seriously, I mean that. He's not feminine. He's not soft. He's not even quote unquote nice. Sid, he doesn't play games. He's a man. He means what he says. And he doesn't try to love. He doesn't think about loving me. He doesn't get to loving me. He is love. And I am, not because of what I have done, not because of what I think I am, not because of all of my record of my life. I am because he is. This is what I started to recognize. And he brought me into actually so many timelines in just this moment, but I started to realize this is the same God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and Moses. I saw how Moses saw the same Jesus I was looking at in the burning bush. When Moses, God said, I am. Love said, I am. Love was telling Moses, Moses, you are because I am. And as I looked into the eyes of Jesus, Sid, I saw how he saw me. And I literally wanted to alert all of heaven and tell them that something must have been mistaken, because something must have been wrong, because he was literally looking at me as if, exactly as if God was looking at Jesus. He was looking at me.
What?
I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what he's talking about. I guess he said he was up there and saw Christ, and Christ looked at him, and he wanted to tell all the, I don't know.
This sounds like Stephen Furtick. Stephen Furtick was saying basically, I am just like God. This sounds like little God doctrine. He's saying he looked into the eyes of Jesus and saw himself. And when he's looking at Jesus, or God looking at him, he sees Jesus. What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
There wasn't any difference.
No difference. It was exact.
No difference between him and Jesus, huh? Okay. That's blasphemy.
And I know I'm going to get canceled for this. I don't care. See what I saw.
That's all I want to know. Tell me about when you looked into his eyes. What did you see?
Sid, I saw forever. I saw.
He's so darn dramatic. Good grief.
Past. I saw present. I saw eternity. And I saw how he loved me. Outside of it all, outside, in, throughout, I saw all of creation. I saw the entire universe, but yet all of creation didn't even matter to him compared to how much I mattered to him. I was his everything, Sid. And in his eyes, it was all set up in my favor.
Did you see any rejection?
Never.
See, everything is about him. If you notice, this whole
Yeah, I
supposed
don't.
trip to heaven, it's me, 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 me. Did the apostle, who was it? John? Paul? Which one? That went to heaven and
It's
couldn't tell you. Paul. I always get that wrong. Was anything about him when he went to heaven? I don't think so. He couldn't even.
Yeah, he heard of a man that was
Men-
caught up in the third heaven, and yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think. Would you? I don't know. I don't. Like, I know his. I don't remember his background. I think. Cause you said this happened years ago. So, what's his YouTube channel?
I believe his YouTube channel is his name. But yeah, he actually graduated from Kenneth Copeland's School of Ministry. So that right there tells you how
Oh,
big.
okay, that kind of makes sense. Then who he was taught by
Yep.
having the same kind of similar views and teachings. Yeah, that's not. I mean, that's no surprise. I think.
But
Yeah. No, I was wondering what his YouTube page. I was kind of curious, like, what was his first videos about? Like,
I'd have to go to his YouTube channel and check.
okay. And what's his name again?
His name is Gabe, Gabe Toirot, Poi. Let me see. Oh, wait, hold.
I found it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. Let me see something. So 6 years ago, he talking about Christian reaction to Lil Nas X. That was 5 years ago. Blood Red Moon warning sign. Most people haven't seen 3 years ago. Talking about Disney, gay kissing. Talking about Kendrick Lamar worship demonic. Jesus brings back a man's voice who couldn't sing. Somebody turned atheist to Christian. China drought end times, plus Euphrates River drying up. That was 3 years ago. I guess it ain't ended yet. And eight. What is crap? How you? Hold on. He did like a China drought end times, plus I don't know. Anyway, 7 signs God wants you to be single. 7 signs demons have you in their hands. Christians celebrate Halloween. Euphrates River driving up October 2022. We'll release the 4 angels. What? What is that?
It's a whole bunch of nonsense, just like
50-year-old prophecy came to pass. Yeah, he's in all these. Yeah, I don't know this guy. What is what in the world? I'm looking at his old videos. I'm kind of curious. Like, what did he say? He said new Euphrates River drying up October 2022. Will release the 4 angels soon. What? When are they supposed to be released? It's 2022.
I don't
I'm
know.
surprised still got this video. I ain't listened to the whole video, but I'm surprised when people got these videos up. I don't think. Hold on, let me see something. Somebody. Yep, those angels are coming out soon. And Gabe said, "Yep." Hold on, what's the newest with comments?
Oh yeah, that's the best place to look at those in that comment section.
The newest comments are only a year old. But what was the? Hold on, what was these? Yeah, it just made. I don't think he's getting demon. That's what's.
Wait, now you're going in and out. I can't.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to. Yeah, because I see a lot of videos he's talking about end times and all that, and then it hasn't happened. I think, yeah, he's not getting these. He's getting these revelations from the demon.
Yep, or he's just making them up in his own head, or maybe both.
Yeah, either that, making them up. Yeah, he's just making them up because that's not what he's saying. That's why it was kind of surprising that he had those videos still up back in 2022 and nothing going on, still going on. You know,
Yeah.
it's like telling, like, how's he? Ain't nobody gonna hold him to it. Probably they asked a question. Well, I guess Justin Peters, did they ask him about that stuff, about his old videos, or he didn't?
No, they were just really talking to him about this whole heaven
Book,
encounter.
all the
Yeah,
books around
his
with.
book. Yeah, and Justin Peters bought the book, and he
Yeah.
said he was going to make a video, him and Jim Osmond, and they're going to, he says the whole book he already marked up. Every page is like, nope, 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 nope.
Oh, I guess yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, I'm gonna go to Justin Peters' video in a moment. I just want to play a little bit more. I mean, this is a long video. He was on there for like an hour and change, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna play the whole video.
No, rejection doesn't exist in heaven, Sid. It doesn't exist. Seriously, Jesus looked at me. He said, "Why are you concerned about that which has been paid for? Do not be concerned."
And even that, when he said that on another person's podcast, he told, well, you'll hear it in Justin Peters' video. Never mind. I won't say anything.
Gabriel, I have never known you to be that way. Now, that's controversial because people say, well, I thought I was a sinner. And yes, I was a sinner on the earth. But in Christ, in the awareness of the truth of time in heaven, his blood didn't just pay for my sin in the present. It didn't just pay for my sin in the future. It paid for the past, present, and future. It was all wrapped and forgiven. It was all washed. It was laid on the table of his grace and taken care of.
Describe what you saw in the throne room.
The throne room, as grandiose as it is, Sid, there's such intimacy. As large as it is, you have never been so close to anyone in your life as when you are in the throne room.
So close to
So
Jesus?
close to both Jesus and the Father. Now, don't get me mistaken. I couldn't look at the Father in return, or even I couldn't look at the Father. But as I was looking at Jesus, I saw the Father. I had a father, Sid, a father that didn't reject me, a father that I didn't have to prove myself to, a father that I didn't have to work for. I had a father who already loved me, who already won for me, who literally gave his full self just for me. Like, I was God's favorite, Sid. I was Jesus's favorite.
Once again, back to me. How he's God's favorite, Jesus' favorite. And what does he mean when he saw Jesus, he saw the Father? And I get it. I know Jesus said that too. When you see me, you'll see the Father. But I don't know. For me, when this guy is saying that, sounds modalism to me.
Yeah, I'm just looking at. I was listening to him speak, but I was kind of looking at his YouTube channel and the videos he posted. Yeah, I think he's just confused. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but like you said, we came from Kenneth Copeland, and it's like his channel is a lot about end time prophecies, visions, revelations by God, stories of people seeing God, something happened to him. Like I said, end time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what he just had a recent video I saw talking about how to speak in tongues.
Yeah.
I just saw that video. I was looking at the title, and one of the comments was like, "Oh, wow, thank you for this video. I started speaking tongues. I've been praying God to have me speak in tongues." Yeah, so he's just someone who's learned. He is unlearned, but learned about foolish stuff, I guess, and he just kind of
Yeah.
just. I guess he's selling a book now, so I don't know.
Yeah, but
Everybody's drinking it, I guess. I don't know. So I think this was going on.
Yeah, but the sad part too is that when he was on Justin Peters' channel, he told Justin Peters and Jim that, oh, he's really trying to get away from the word of faith doctrine. But you really are not.
No, he probably just said just to try to. I don't know. Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna be interested more in hearing how the questions they asked him, how he responded. Because I don't like Sid Roth
like he had done everything just for me.
It doesn't like Sid Roth. I don't really watch his interviews, but it doesn't seem like he'll ask questions to discredit what you're saying. Unless I'm wrong about that.
Who, Sid Roth?
Did you hear me? Or is it a delay?
Can you hear me?
No, I can hear you. It's a delay.
Okay, wait, hold on, because I don't know. Hold on. I'm gonna have to stop this and start it again because this constant going back and forth is messing me up. Uh-oh. Okay. Sorry, because the constant going back and forth, this gosh darn laptop gets on my nerves. Yeah, well, we know that what's his name? Sid Roth. Lord, he's not going to have any objection to anything.
Oh, that's what I was saying. He probably doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't have objections to what people are saying. He just kind of asks further questions to have them tell their story more.
Yeah, because that's how that's how Sid Roth is. Everything, Sid Roth is supernatural, so of course he's all into all of that. Okay.
Yeah. It's like a delay. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It must be.
Wait, hold on, let me try something. I'm gonna say 1 + 1 = 2, and tell me when you hear 2. All right.
Mm-hmm.
1 + 1 = 2.
2. I heard it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Okay, where was I? Let me see. Wait, I hope this didn't. Let me see.
Didn't reject me. A father that I didn't have to prove myself to. A father that I didn't have to work for. I had a father who already loved me, who already won for me, who literally gave his full self. I was God's favorite, Sid. I was Jesus's favorite. like he had done everything just for me, and that's what was so beautiful.
You made another very profound.
From the very beginning, everything is about him. And Jesus did it just for him.
Statement that it's just hard for me to put my brain around. Compromise lost its appeal.
Lost its appeal. See, no longer did I have to qualify myself for this Jesus. No longer did I have to work towards this Jesus. Because I recognized, Sid, that his love was his own being. And it wasn't something that I had to earn. At the same time, because of his love that he freely gave to me, as he spoke to me, as he was before me, he released his own being into my being. And as these words are just like chopping me up from the inside, my desire to play sides with the world, and after I was sent back, especially I saw this, my desire to see how close I could get to the fence was burned away. And it's not
you could get to something that's.
What does that mean? He released his being into my being? What is that?
I mean, I don't know. He's talking to people who don't probably read the Bible or something like that. He's listening.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, how much we can get away with. Yeah, it's like, it's not exactly sin, but like, it doesn't exactly say it's the sin in the Bible. So let me just see how far I can go. That type of thinking burned away. And it actually, there's a sapphire floor, Sid. There's fire on that sapphire floor.
Could you feel it?
Oh, it's not just feel. The senses in heaven are so much deeper than just 1/7. They're 70 times 7 times 7. See, on earth we have 7, but in the 7 spirits of Jesus, they're multiplied and multiplied and multiplied. I felt it.
I was not laughing when he's times 7 times 7.
What? Oh my God.
What he did is pull that forgiveness verse.
Yes.
7. Let's get the verse.
Oh my gosh. What in the world?
What's the verse?
Okay, I'm gonna look it up.
I think it's is it John? Let me see.
This kid
Way
can
off. Oh, Matthew.
Matthew 18:22. Jesus answered, I tell you, you must forgive them more than 7 times. You must continue to forgive them, even if they do wrong to you 77 times.
Yeah, so he took a verse that's something about forgiveness, and well, he took a verse where Christ mentioned the number and then applied that to something else.
Yep.
It's like, what? Like, what are you talking? You're like, huh? What does that got to do with you? What? It's not talking. Why you take a number out of nowhere? Or not out of nowhere. You took a number and just made it up. Like,
Right.
talking about 70 times. It's like the what was it, 12 candlesticks?
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, you know what? It was 12 times 12. 12 is a number I like. I remember I went to the eggs and I had 12 dozen eggs. What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking? You know, I had the eggs. I just knew I had 12 eggs. That's what happened. That's why you think they got 12 eggs.
Right.
There we go. Like, what are you
And
talking
then
about?
he mentions the 12 spirits of God. What does that have to do with anything?
Oh man, I don't know. He's like a person who's he's read verses and stuff, and he remember verses he's read, and he just takes certain things, pulls stuff out of the verses, and applies it to his story.
Yeah.
And it makes sense to him what he's saying.
Yeah.
And you know what? Yeah, that's what he's doing. And so it makes sense to him to put these numbers that he's out of verses, pull them out, and then apply to what he's going through.
Right.
And people listening to like, because he's saying little words that people are familiar with, but they're not really questioning how he's using it. So it sounds legit,
Right.
what's going on.
And even the sapphire floor. It says the vision in Exodus 24:10. The passage describes a brilliant blue surface, often interpreted as the floor of God's throne room. But does it make mention of any fire being there?
I don't
think so.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to play a little bit more, and then I'm going to go to Justin Peters' video.
Yeah, what? Okay.
I smelled it. I could smell it. I could see it. It was in me. It was around me. I could never escape Jesus. People describe heaven as if, like, they describe all the details. And trust me, there are mansions. There are mountains. There are beaches. There are
mansions, there's mountains, there's beaches in heaven.
many, there are libraries, books. I could go on and on. But in every corner, inch and crevice is Jesus Christ. He's all in all from beginning to end.
It's just my own.
What is that called when people say they can see God in everything? I forget what it's called. That's what he sounds like.
The Hindus?
No, no, I can't remember what the name. Oh, pantheism.
Oh, okay.
Implies everything is God, many spiritual paths. Everything is God, and I think God is in everything. That's what panentheism. Sorry, panentheism.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what that sounds like.
Okay, Peter Pan.
Curiosity. You talked about the sapphire fire.
Sure.
What did you feel when you walked in there?
Holy, 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 holy is the Lord. Holy is the Lord God Almighty. That's what I felt. It was very hot, Sid, very hot. It had a substance to it. It was red yet purple at the same time. It was so much deeper, and it made me look like him, Sid. And I looked more and more like him. And the more I came to this revelation that I was made in his image and in his likeness, I was made to burn like him. I was made to talk not with him, not he wasn't just talking to me. I was made to talk with him, like him.
What does that mean, with him?
Well, Sid, there's God had many creatures. He had many creations that he talked to, that he gave orders to. But then he thought of me. He thought of you, Sid. And he said, no, I want one made just like me now. And I don't just want one I give orders to. I want one I give orders with. I want them to rule and reign with me. So he thought of you. So he thought of me. And he made us in his image and in his likeness. This is why words are so important. This is why he showed me our identity. So Sid, as I'm seeing Jesus for who he truly is, he was about 6 feet tall, but yet he expanded the lengths of eternity. He was dark yet light at the same time. That's why it's so hard when people say, what did Jesus look like? What race was he? It's like, dude,
He's every race.
he's every race. He's both black, brown, white, yellow, purple, all in one. Like, oh.
I don't know. He's just going on. He's just getting excited about what he's not knowing. Black, white. Why you say yellow? I feel offended.
He said purple.
The yellow man. You talking about the Asian? That's what they used to call. You know, talking about that. That's like,
Yes.
you know, people don't be. It's funny. People don't care. They don't say that about that.
Yeah.
Black, white, yellow. What yellow?
Right.
We're red. Talking about the Indian, right?
Yes.
Red man.
Or
You know, that's
brown.
funny.
They barely say brown for Hispanic.
Yeah, don't say brown. I guess yeah, that's gonna be now they say brown. But it used to be red. But I don't care if you're black, white, yellow, red. Like what?
Right.
Black, white, Asian. Asian. They.
Right.
Wait, what are you talking? I don't know. It's a purple.
And
What are you
Jesus
talking?
was
They always
60.
use purple. They always use purple like that. You
He
can't.
said purple. He did say purple.
No, I'm just saying people be using that. They are people. I
I
guess it's
know.
like a common phrase people say like purple. Who's purple?
Exactly.
They must be getting that. They must be getting that from like Star Trek or something. Or you know, like the people. I think that because that's something. Ain't got nothing to do with what he's talking about. But just when I really said that. I think he just that's what he do anyway. Oh, so you go to the Justin Peters thing?
Yes, I'm gonna go to because there's so much more. I mean, there's so much more to cover on this thing. Oh my goodness! But anyway, yes, let's go to.
The time getting short.
What'd you say?
The time getting short.
Yes,
I look
I
at
know.
the clock. Okay, good.
I know.
Okay.
Oh, what a tangled web we weave when first we practice to deceive. Welcome to the program, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Justin Peters. I hope that this finds you and your family doing well today. I want to thank you so much for joining me. Gabe Toirot, if you've seen my last few videos on this, he is the most recent heavenly tourist, and he's made a lot of waves. And he has a book out now titled 18 Days in Heaven. I've got my copy here, and I have read through it and marked it up. Practically every page. Every page is just almost, let me be fair, almost every page is saturated with word faith theology. And Jim Osman and Jimmy Hicks and I are going to do another video reviewing this book. So I'm not going to get into the book. Well, I am going to get into a little bit here, but the reason I'm doing this video is that yesterday, as of this recording, I'm recording on April 11th, April the 10th, I was on YouTube, and I happened to notice on my feed or whatever, another interview that Gabe Toirot did by Alan Jackson, or with Alan Jackson. Alan Jackson, not the singer, but he's a preacher, World Outreach Church in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And I've not watched a lot of Alan Jackson. I've seen some of him. And he's not somebody that I would point people to, because I see him on TBN, and anybody on TBN I'm automatically leery of. But just in a little bit I have watched him, I thought, okay, I wouldn't point people his direction, but he seems more level-headed, certainly, than the typical TBN crowd. Well, apparently he's not, because he interviewed Gabe Toirot and gave him a glowing endorsement for his book and his story. Now, but I watched it, and there was one particular thing that caught my attention, one particular statement that Gabe said that really caught my attention. Several things did, but one in particular. And it is friends, there's no way to sugarcoat this. It is a blatant lie, because he's contradicting himself. And he did this in a few different places, and I'm going to show you a few of these, 2 or 3 of them. But the real pointed one is going to be at the end of this video, so you do want to see that. It's towards the end. But I want to show you a few more places where Gabe has contradicted himself. So watch this. This is his interview with Alan Jackson that I am almost certain was recorded after the interview that he did with Jim Osmond and me, because, well, you'll see in just a minute. But watch this from Gabe Toirot with Alan Jackson.
And as I'm brought before him, I'm struck with a holy reverence. I am not entitled to him. I don't deserve him in my own ability. And I'm concerned because I'm just like, you know what? It's like black and white. The list of my mistakes is going to get pulled up. I'm done for. I don't deserve to be before him. He's holy, reverent. My face is down.
Gabe was talking about the first few moments, if you will, as he was sucked up through this tunnel after he had the accident and went up through this tunnel and found himself in heaven. And he said he was concerned. He said, I'm done for. He's said this in many different places, but he was worried. The context there, he was worried that because of all of his past sins, that basically he wasn't going to make it into heaven. So he knew he was about to be in the presence of Jesus, and it was over for him because of his sins. But he contradicts himself. This is what he told Sid Roth.
Okay, so your spirit left your body.
Yes.
Tell me that process.
Absolutely. Well, so as my spirit left my body, I recognize as terrible of a situation it seemed on the earth, I had no fear, Sid. And a great trembling, a great respect starts in my soul.
And there's still no fear.
No, not an ounce. Like,
okay.
There's a respect and there's a holiness that I know I know to whom I'm about to be with. There's a holiness, but there's not an ounce of fear. I knew it was all taken care of. I knew it was all going to be okay.
Did you see any rejection?
Never. No. Rejection doesn't exist in heaven, Sid. It doesn't exist.
So he told Sid Roth that he...
So you see, like I had mentioned.
Oh yeah, he's contradicting.
Said one thing.
Yeah, he's making up stuff now. Well, no, well maybe he was talking about after. He just didn't share that. Then after the fact, he felt peace after he was reassured that he's not going to hell.
No, because remember he said when he first was taken
Yeah, I'm
out,
just talking. Yeah, I'm just.
there's no fear. And then when he was okay.
He had no fear, not an ounce of fear, no fear of rejection. He said rejection does not exist in heaven. So on the one hand, he says that he was worried that it was over for him, that he was done for, and yet did literally just a few minutes later in the Sid Roth interview, because he said that in the Sid Roth interview as well, but a few minutes later he said there was no fear, not an ounce of fear. Rejection does not exist in heaven. Both of these things, dear ones, cannot be true. Now back to the Alan Jackson interview, and we're going to look at another self-contradiction.
And when he communicates with you, there's no hiding. There's no lying. There's no running. You're sinking into an ocean with no floor.
It's like he knows the thoughts and intents of your heart.
Oh, and when he asks you a question, he already knows the answer. And so I'm just like, oh my goodness, I'm done for. Like I wouldn't even be surprised if I'm not allowed in this place. Like,
wow.
If I'm just an acquaintance. And Joseph, while my face is down, he picks up my face and he looks me in the eyes and he says, Gabriel, why are you concerned about that which I paid for? And he said it was such, he was actually asking me that, Joseph. He didn't know what I was concerned about. He was not even aware. He was never aware, because forgiveness was not a one-time thing. Forgiveness was not a thing that, like, I kind of worked towards or polished myself up for. Forgiveness was done. It was finished. The case was closed. What's that word? Telestai?
Yeah.
That's the word he spoke to me when he said paid for it. It was
Telestai. But you see, that's what I was going to mention to you, how he said Jesus didn't know what he was thinking. Jesus knows everything.
it was like I felt like a legal, like it was like a judge was speaking to me and telling me that the case was closed. Like it was like the judge was even angry at me. Like the judge even thought he was perplexed at why I would be concerned about a case that was closed.
So Gabe with Alan Jackson says that when Jesus asked him a question that he already knew the answer to it, but when he's with Joseph Z recently, he said that Jesus was genuinely unaware. He didn't know. He was perplexed. Gabe belabored that point, and Jim Osmond and I asked him about that. Link down below in the description if you haven't seen it. But difference, both of these things cannot be true at the same time. Something that I've noticed about all of these heavenly tourists, whether we're talking about Don Piper, 90 Minutes in Heaven, or Mary Baxter, or Colton Burpo, Heaven is for Real, or Jesse Duplantis, Close Encounters of the God Kind. That's really what put him on the map. Something I've noticed about all of these people, 100% of them, without exception, they end up, not only do they contradict the Bible, but they even contradict themselves. They contradict each other, interestingly. So what one heavenly tourist reports about heaven contradicts what another heavenly tourist reports about heaven. But given enough time, they not only contradict each other, they end up contradicting themselves. They can't keep their own stories straight. And there's a reason for that. It's because they're lying. They're making it up. So that's another example. I'm going to show you this. And this isn't necessarily Gabe contradicting himself. This is just something that cannot possibly be true, cannot be biblical, because it's very illogical. So watch this.
Because he showed me those wounds. His wounds had a name, Gabriel. The spear in his side, Gabriel. Crown of thorns, Gabriel. He did it just for me. I was his only one. He's very intimate, personal. Now, of course, he has the ability to do it for you as well. And for
Thank God.
Thank God, right?
So Gabe says that when he was with Jesus, he saw his name, Gabriel, written on the wounds of Jesus, in his wrist, wounds on his head from the crown of thorns, and even in his side with the Roman spear, that he saw his name written there, and that he was his one, Gabriel was his one and only. Other places Gabe said that he is Jesus' favorite. Okay, there's problems here, dear friends. The Bible never talks about our names being written on the wounds of Jesus. Now,
Okay, so yeah, Justin Peters, yes, has more to share. But yeah, so those were some of the contradictions from Gabe. I see, as his title says, Gabe versus Gabe. And then he has a part 2, because Gabe was mentioning he saw Moses. And in one interview, he says Moses was frail and puny and this and that. And then when he's talking to someone else, he's telling the person, oh, he's like an Israeli brawny guy. So
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like I was thinking when Gabe was talking and Justin Peters talking about these people, it's like they're You know, you watch movies. It said this is for dramatic purposes, for entertainment.
Yeah.
And that's what I was thinking about, like in a movie. Like this is based on true events. Meaning, talking about Christ's crucifixion and stuff, but they dramatize everything on it,
Mm-hmm.
to make it more entertaining. Like it's kind of it's adding stuff about like what do you say? Had Gabe's name on Christ. What do you say?
Yeah, he said his name was like tattooed on the wounds in Jesus's hands side.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So like it's true. There's wounds on Christ's hands and side, but he gonna dramatize it. He had my name tattooed. Like what are you talking? That's kind of
Right.
foolishness. I don't know these people.
Yeah.
I mean, but they all have the same group. He said you have the same viewpoints. You can't tell them. You can't tell them they're not wrong. So I mean,
Yeah. It's just it's a whole lot. It's sad that if you go in his comment section, it's like so many people are like, oh, he's telling the truth and wow and this and that, all kinds of craziness. And it's like, are you people listening to what he's saying?
yeah. I mean, it's just like that. I don't. Yeah. I mean, it's going to all the videos. People just gonna believe what they're gonna believe. They ain't gonna do no studying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But so that was Gabe Toirot with his Route to Heaven. I like how they call it as what is it there? Heavenly tourist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And all this to sell your book, to make money, and to deceive the people.
Yeah. I mean, that kind of. I think we look at that. I don't know. I remember Paul Washer when he had his heart attack. They said he was pronounced dead. I guess.
Uh-huh.
What's that? Huh?
Hmm?
Remember Paul Washer had his heart attack? I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I know he had a heart attack. That's all I know.
Yeah, but he said he didn't come back. He said he didn't see anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I haven't never, but I mean, he wasn't dead, so I don't know. I don't know anybody that. I never talked to anyone that said they died and that they talking about what they saw. Have you ever talked to anybody like that who actually said that?
No. Mm-mm. Nope. I don't know anybody who died and went to heaven or hell.
Yeah, somebody who actually died and then came back. They was revived and said they saw something. I don't know anybody like that, so I don't know what. I mean, I can go what he said.
Yeah.
Gabe. That's what I was saying. Like, I can't discredit what he said. He said I don't. But what he's saying, I mean, it doesn't line up. Like he's making stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
He's embellishing things and adding. I don't know.
Oh yeah, and it's funny how it tends to be all the people that have these encounters. They're all either charismatic or word of faith or NAR.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't ever hear anyone in the Reform camp or Calvinist and all those other ones. They never talk about encounters.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. But like I said, that was Gabe Toirot, as they would say, Mark avoid that guy.
Was that?
As they would say, mark and avoid him.
Oh. Yeah.
But again, he has over 2 million subscribers on his YouTube channel. That says a whole lot.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see this.
But like I said, that interview with Sid Roth, it went on even longer, and questions people had, and even that Justin Peters, showed again the lies, the contradictions. He saw angels in one interview, and then in another interview, he didn't see angels, and then in his book, angels were taking him. So it's crazy.
Oh, so he's seen. Yeah.
So that's it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But we went on a heavenly tour with Gabe.
Was that?
I said we went on a heavenly tour with Gabe.
Yeah, no, I ain't going that tour with him.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, so that was it. So thanks so much, Lady Price. For,
Yeah, I think it's just kind of, I don't know. There's a lot of people like that, I guess.
Yeah.
A lot of people with these stuff going on. I don't know.
Yeah. Too many. But and again, the people that have these quote unquote encounters, everything they say is just always so it contradicts the word of God. You okay, Chloe? But as long as we don't get caught up in those those heavenly tours. No, thank you.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I was supposed to send the music thing to you. What? No, you know how to get to it. Remember we talking about playing the beginning or the end?
Oh yeah, you should have reminded me. I forgot. Sorry. Next Thursday.
But how did you set it up though? You just got to set it up beforehand and then.
Yeah, like I said, I would have to put it on as the intro.
Oh,
so
okay.
Yeah, so when it goes live, it'll start to play it.
Oh, you have to add it to it.
Yeah, it has to be like the intro video.
Okay.
Because it has to go, unless it doesn't have to be. It can go live, right? It could play the regular introduction video, and then I can just play that video after. However you want it. If you want it before, or if you want it.
I think it's before. I was thinking like before, then the intro, then the actual intro for the show.
Okay.
But how do you? But you say, you have to do it yourself, right? You have to click on it, expand the screen. I'm talking about like actually seamless, where you're not doing anything; it just comes up.
Well, I have to. You always have to click on go live, no matter what.
No, I know that, but just like how the intro comes up seamless, like I'm not seeing you push a button and expanding the screen to show the intro. So for the song,
no, it doesn't. Yeah, no, I don't have to do anything. I just have to add it as the intro, and
okay.
It'll come on just like that.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, thanks so much.
Yeah.
Another response to trip to heaven. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll wait on Thursday, see what comes up.
Yeah. Oh, I got something for Thursday.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
all
have a
right.
good
Well,
night.
thanks everybody joining. Well, I don't know anybody here, but I mean,
Tanya was here.
oh, she was. I didn't even know.
Yeah, she was here. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks to Tanya for joining.
Yes.
Everybody subscribe, share.
Hit the like button.
Yeah, like button. Yeah. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah. Until next time.
All right.
Welcome to the table. Pull up a seat. Two voices in the spotlight where the heart and the headlines meet. The world's got noise, but we move with grace, led by the spirit, never flesh, never ego in the place. We talk about the nations, the storms and the shine, the things on your screen and the things on your mind. But we check our hearts first, cause the truth don't bend. Let the spirit take the mic, let the wisdom descend. We're just two little Muppets with a God-given view, seeing through the chaos cause the light cuts through when the world gets loud.